Um, this is Mariana, and I'm an ENFP, and I know I'm young, um, and I know that maybe in certain ways, some of you, or I don't know, maybe my account of loneliness won't prove itself as strongly, but um, I really would like to have my own response to this um, and let myself kind of go in this sense because I've been thinking about this a lot. Uh, a lot. Actually, it's so weird that this thread came about, actually. Um, just perfect timing for me. But, so, um, I'm sort of inspired off of Mia and Julia's videos, particularly Mia's for her definition and Julia's for her experiences because both of those ring very, very true for me. Um, with Mia's definition of loneliness being not sharing that like mindedness that you so crave and being alone in certain ways. Yeah. Um, and with Julia's experiences being of hurt a lot in her life and building those walls that inhibit her connection. And I actually want to stem off that because I don't want to get too personal either. I mean, I could be expressive in that sense too, but I don't want it to be a big deal. But I may be young. I'm 19, but I've had a lot happen to me. Um, I've, um, I guess, just without making it a big deal, um, I've definitely, how do I say, should I just say? I mean, I won't go into all the stories, but um, I've, uh, I've had, I've been hurt a lot, um, I guess, and um, I really want to share this actually, and this is really me trying to kind of share it with everyone, but I don't want to be seen like I'm trying to vouch for attention or trying to make my experiences this big thing because um, I don't like making a scene about myself. I don't like trying to seem like I'm out there um, claiming myself to be this super experienced person because honestly, I believe what's sad is that I think that this is so common that what I have experienced is really not a big deal despite the insane influence it's had on my walls. Um, but I will just say there's been a lot of very traumatic experiences for myself. Um, and I I think the way that I've handled those traumatic experiences have caused me, and I was discussing this with my roommate actually, how I build and have built a very, very strong form as to how I interact with people, especially here in college and in my life now. Um, I don't necessarily control or manipulate other people, but especially with, honestly, what I do find is that I am very hyper aware of the people I'm surrounded by, um, and also in certain ways blinded, I think, sometimes, but that's a different thing. Uh, but I sort of exude an essence of trying to show people that I know them. I will read them. There's nothing that they could hide from me, and there's no way they could ever reach me. Um, and I'm very nice to people, and I'm still a kind person. Um, but it's interesting how my loneliness, especially from the last relationship I was in a pretty sporadic, emotionally abusive relationship. Um, it's amazing how the end of that relationship has really turned me for the past 2 years now, to be much different and see things a lot differently. Um, I think that I think my interaction with loneliness now is through a very, very controlled, systematic filter of indifference towards everyone around me, even as an ENFP. I don't care about anyone, and I allow myself to not care by staying safe here in my room, staying safe with people through my controlled distance and my controlled insight and my controlled interactions, really. Um, I don't trust, I don't believe. I have, even the people that are close to me, I don't believe in them for me. Um, and the only, honestly, like the only person that I think I do truly feel a part of and I feel like is there for me is my dad and my aunt. Um, and my family. I mean, I am very family oriented, but anyway, um, yeah, I have quite the bit of walls myself, I should say, and I don't know. I guess my best friends have always been in certain ways. I mean, it's weird because like graduating from mm, high school at the time, the only people I've ever felt that I've actually really meant something has been mentors, or social workers, guidances. They're the only people I've ever really allowed myself to trust. After a lot of the things and the interactions I've had with people, I I'm pretty reserved and distant with people. I don't want them involved in my life, and it's very, very rare where I truly feel like I want to know a person, and even then, I never know how to go about that because um, I just feel a lot of confliction as to what this person can possibly provide me, what could happen if I actually get close to that person. So, in a lot of ways, I am at this period of my life too. It's funny because college, they say that college, and I actually don't believe this for different reasons as well, but they say college, you meet your best friends here in college and lovers, and I just, no. I don't believe that for a second. Especially the lovers thing. No. And I'm actually working on quite a few things for myself in that department because I don't seem to bring about the best relationships for myself that I need to focus on. So I think exactly though Mia said what Mia said about not having that shared like-mindedness um, is huge, so huge in my life. Um, and I don't mean to sound like I'm bragging here either, but I get this a lot actually that someone told me the other day that you're too smart, like you're too analytical, um, you're too you're too guarded. That one maybe. Um, you're too difficult. um, I don't know. So I sort of find that I'm at this like awkward stage in my life where I'm 19, and as usual, I'm always sort of a step or two or three ahead. And the only people I've ever actually formed even maybe connections with are people that are just gradually more and more getting older than me. Um, a new friend of mine being um, 26, 27 years old, and another one that I actually can talk with, but he's like 32. Um, but besides that, I tend to not really relate to anyone my age, and being in school means nothing to me. Um, I'm here for a job, and I've said that a lot, all the time, and I'm still young, and I realize that I don't know it all, but I think I project that even amongst my own peers to make sure that people could stay away from me, and in that way, I sort of reiterate my own loneliness that I feel amongst them, um, because I don't trust them. I don't trust a lot of people. I don't even trust the people that are kind of close to me. Um, Not really. I do, but I uh, I don't think I don't think they're ever really able to reach me. You know. So that's sort of my interactions with loneliness. And I've actually had this sort of isolating feature for my entire life. Even when I was really young, I actually had a speech impediment, and just like I just always I've been thinking about this. I've just always had that. Just always been, and this is maybe why I've thought I was an INFP, is because I even though I don't like it, I prefer it because and I prefer being reserved because I think it's stupid to be trusting. But anyway, so I don't know. That's just my interaction. I'm sorry for the very long video, and thank you for watching. And I know I'm young, but I'm I have my interactions with it too, and This is actually the first video I've made, so thanks. And tell me what you think.